Welcome to Darlington, South Carolina for the running of the TRANSOUTH 500. Let's get right to the starting grid. Your pole sitter in the number 22 Maxwell House Junior Johnson. Ford is Sterling Marlin. Outside pole sitter also in a Junior Johnson Ford. Bill Elliott in 11 Budweiser. Starting third, Ernie Irvin. Starting fourth, Brett Bodine. Starting fifth, Davey Allison. Starting sixth, Darrell Waltrip. Seventh, Greg Sachs. Eighth, Dale Earnhardt. Ninth, Dale Jarrett. 10th, Dave Mater the third. 11th, Harry Gant. 12th, Jeffrey Bodine. 13th, Morgan Shepherd. 14th, Mark Martin. 15th, Kenny Schrader. 16th, Dick Trickle. 17th, Cal Petty. 18th, Ricky Rudd. 19th, Rusty Wallace. 20th, Bobby Hamilton. 21st, Terry Labonte. 22nd, Ted Musgrave. 23rd, Hutch Strickland. 24th, Michael Waltrip. 25th, Alan Kowicki. 26th, Gary Cope. 27th, Rick Mass. 28th, Jimmy Spencer. 29th, Chad Little. 30th, Richard Petty. 31st, Wally Dallenbach Jr. 32nd, Bob Scheitz. 33rd, Dave Marcus. 34th, Jimmy Means. 35th, John McFadden. 36th, Mike Potter. 37th, Charlie Glossenbach. 38th, James Hilton. And shotgun in last, starting 39th, is Jerry Hill. Good evening, Paul. Hope you're doing well. Alrighty, let's get back to the track here. Sterling Marlin will lead us to the green flag here. 50-turn race here at Darlington Raceway. And there's the green. And first is going to be middle group with trouble and a problem right away. The lady in black is going to bite. There is a -1 to repair. So let's see if Earnhardt can escape this wreck. Needs a 10. He makes it. Dale Jarrett needs a 9. He makes it. Dave needs a 4. He doesn't. Dave will be involved in the wreck in that 9 car. Handsome Harry Gant needs a 9. He gets it. Jeffrey Bodine needs a 9. He doesn't get it. Jeffrey Bodine and Bud Moore's Motorcraft Ford's involved in the wreck. Morgan Shepherd needs a 7. He doesn't get it. The 21 Sitco Ford of the Woods Brothers is involved in the wreck. Next is Mark Martin. He needed an 8. He barely gets it. He makes it through. Next up is Ken Schrader with the chip. He needed a 5. He'll have to use his chip to make it through. Next up is Dick Trickle. He'll need a 6. He barely gets it. Next up is Kyle Petty in that 42 Mellow Yellow Pontiac. Needed a 8. He makes it through. So we will not be going to the bottom group, even if these two fall out, get wrecked. Ricky Rudd needs a 9. He doesn't make it through. Rick Hendricks, number 5, Kellogg's car is involved. And how about Penske's number 2, Miller Genuine Draft? Rusty escaped, not with an 11. He needed a 10. Ain't that a shame? Alrighty, so we got 5 cars involved in this wreck on the first turn. See how many can repair. Like I say, well, -1 to the repair. And we still got the problem to deal with after this wreck. See who had the problem. Alrighty, let's see if Rusty can get that car back on the track. So it is a 10, but we -1. He needs a 9 to repair that Miller Genuine Draft. He gets it with Snake Eyes. He's back out on the track. Penske got that car fixed. Can Rick and the boys get this Ricky Rudd car fixed? He needs a 9. He doesn't get it. Ricky Rudd will finish last, 39th. That Chevy cannot be repaired. Poor Ricky Rudd, not having a good start to this 1992 season. That's for sure. Okay, next up is Morgan Shepherd. He needs 10. Get that Ford back out there. He barely gets it. Woods Brothers gets the 21 back out there. Can Bud Moore get the 15 car fixed? He needs a 8. He gets it fixed. And last one is Dave Maynard in that Melly number 9. Can he get that fixed? He needs a 7. He doesn't. The 9 car will finish 38th. Maynard, the 3rd, is out of the race. He'll finish 38th. Now, who has the problem here? And it is poor Jerry Hill in that 56. He blew up. Might have dumped some oil on the track to cause that wreck. He will finish 37th. So we move on here to turn number 4 after the 2 caution turns. Turn number 4. As Sterling leads us back to the green. And it'll be a top group of TV in the top group. First up will be Davey Allison. And it'll take 4, 5, or 6 to beat Sterling. 5, 4. And he gets Sterling. Goes from 5th up to the lead. Does Davey here on turn number 4. In that 28 Haviland Yates car. He's got the lead here on turn 4. See if old Swervin' Irvin, Ernie Irvin, in that McClure Chevy can get the lead. It'll take a 6 to get Davey. A 6-4, wrong 6. Davey keeps the lead as we go to turn number 5. And we got a duel. It'll be the 3 car. It'll be Brett Bodine going after Bill Elliott. He gets him. And it'll take a 10 for Bill not to wreck as Brett gets a chip. And Bill barely makes it. He keeps control of that Ford, Budweiser Ford. We go on to turn number 6 here. It'll be a middle group of skill. Who's got the skill back here? Anybody got skill? Bobby Hamilton's got skill in that 68. Country Time Lemonade, a 144. And he gets Sterling. Our pole sitter goes from the pole to 5th, now back to 15th. Dropping there. Cal Petty, can he get that Pontiac up front? A 142. Bobby Hamilton holds him off. Ken Schrader in the Kodiak Bear Chevy. Can he get up there? Not with a 5. Yeah, he is a 5. A 514. And Brett Bodine has to use this chip. I'll hold him off. Mark Martin trying to get that Valvoline car up front. Last week's winner. A 366. He gets Greg Sachs. Goes from 11th up to 7th. Handsome Harry Ganton, the Skull Bandit. A 224. 1. He gets Ernie Irvin. Goes from 10th up to 3rd. Does Handsome Harry. And last driver with skill is Dale Jarrett in that Interstate Battery. 18. A 313. And this time they get Brett Bodine in that Quaker State Ford. Dale Jarrett gets up to 2nd there. First pit stop of the race. Let's see what happens here. And it'll be TV drivers 1 and 3 switch. And just TV drivers get a fast pit stop here. First up will be the leader here. Can Davey get a chip? Takes a 10 for Davey. Yep, the Yates crew comes through, gets a chip. How about Mark Martin? He needs a 9. He barely gets it. Jack Roush and the crew gets her done. How about Kenny Schrader needs a 7? Nope, he doesn't get a chip. And Ernie Irvin needs an 8. And he gets a chip. So everybody moves back as Mark goes up to second with his chip. Ernie goes up to 8th. Let's see if anybody can beat Davey out of the pits here. See if the Yates crew got him out. And Bill, but Davey will use his chip to hold off that Budweiser car. So we go to turn number 8. After the pit stops, you got Davey Allison in the lead, Mark Martin second, Elliott third, Harry Gant fourth, Jarrett fifth, Hamilton sixth, Waltrip seventh, Ernie Irvin 8th, Schrader 9th, and Dick Trickle rounding out your top 10. Here we go, turn number 8. We got a middle group of Smart and a Problem. First, we'll do the Smart. How many guys are Smart? Little Mikey Waltrip Smart. And that 30 car, a 245. And he gets Dale Jarrett, goes from 19th up to 5th. And next one that is Smart is Ted Musgrave. He's Smart. And it's a 465. Ted gets DW. Goes from 17th up to 7th. Next up is Texas Terry Labonte, and that's SIC code number 94. 94 Octane. 142. And Mike holds him off. Michael holds him off. Next up is Cal Petty with a 365. Musgrave doesn't stay up there long. Petty goes from 14th up to 7th. Next up is Brett Bodine. See how smart Brett is. Can he get out of this middle group? A 156, a 6-1 rather. He doesn't get her done. Earnhardt, they say he's smart. A 132. Handsome Harry holds him off. And you got Ernie Irvin, 2 chances here and a chip. So if he can get up there without using his chip, he'll get the lead. And he rolls triples, of course. That's Ernie Irvin for you. Swerving Irvin has a problem. It's a 51. And he spins. He'll drop back to 20th. Okay, and we still got the other problem here. So first we'll move people up to this middle group. See who we got. Okay, let's see if Alan Kowicki can get out of the bottom group. No. How about Derek Cope? Yes, he does. The 10 car goes up to 19th. And let's see who else had a problem. Let's see here. And it's poor Bob, and that 95 has a problem. What kind of problem does Bob have? A 55. Odd problem. He's not an A or a B. I'm sure of that. Nope. A 53 odd problem. Rear end problem. We'll roll for repair and we'll -1. So he's an E. It'll take snake eyes for Bob to stay in the race. And he doesn't get it. The 95 car will finish 36th. Everybody moves up, gives us 35 cars still running here at Darlington. Davey Allison in the lead, Mark Martin second, Elliott third, Gant fourth, Michael Waltrip fifth, Hamilton sixth, Kyle Petty type seventh, Schrader eighth, Trickle ninth, and rounding out your top 10 is Greg Sachs as we move to turn number 9. And we got a top group of star. How many stars we got? Kyle Petty's a star. It'll take a 6 to get Davey. And the 6-6 ain't happening. Bobby Hamilton's a star. A 1-5. Not quite good enough. Michael Waltrip. A 4-6. Little Mikey gets the lead from Davey. Gets that 30 car out there on turn number 9. How about that? Harry Gant's not a star. Bill Elliott's a star. It'll take a 4, 5, or 6 to get Mikey. 1-5. Elliott gets the lead for the first time today. And that Budweiser Ford. And on turn 9, we go to turn 10 because Martin's not a star. Turn number 10. And we got a bottom group of skill. Who's got the skill? Rusty's got skill. Does he have enough skill to get out of this bottom group? A 4-2-2. And he does have just enough skill to get her done. Goes from 35th up to 10th. Nice job by Rusty. How about Morgan Shepherd? Can he get that Woods Brothers Sitco car out of there? A 1-1-5. He sure does. Goes from 34th up to 9th. They did a good job repairing that car after the wreck. Jeffrey Bodine and that Bud Moore car. Can he get out of here? Does he have the skill to do it? No, he don't have skill. Jeffrey don't have the skill to do it. Next driver that has skill is Mike Potter. First time we mentioned Mike Potter today. A 1-6-6. He's going to get that job done. He's going to go from 30th up to 19th. That's 77 Buick. Yes, indeed. Next up with skill is Wally Dollenbach in that Keystone beer for Jack Roush. A 2-4-1. And he's not going nowhere. Sterling holds him off. Next up is Chad Little. That 9 car, a 3-6-3. And he gets Mike Potter. Mike don't stay up there long. He goes from 24th up to 19th, dropping Mike back. Mr. Excitement himself, Jimmy Spencer. A 2-1-4. And he gets Kenny Schrader, Mr. Excitement does. He goes from 23rd up to 8th. Kenny didn't stay up in the top 10 long. And how Alan Kowicki, can he get out of this bottom group? 2-1-3. He gets Mr. Excitement. Goes from 21st up to 8th is Alan Kowicki. And the last one's Mr. Swerve and Irvin. Ernie Irvin in that 4 car with a 3-2-1. And Dale Earnhardt holds him off. We go to turn number 11. We got a top group of problem. Who has the problem? It'll be Mike Potter with the problem. What kind of problems for Mike Potter have? A 36. He's got a vibration. He'll drop to the back of the field. Everybody will move up. So we go to turn number 12. Alrighty, turn number 12 here. We got a middle group of TV. Only TV driver in the middle group is Alan Kowicki. See what he can do in that Hooters Ford. And he's not going nowhere with a 6. On to turn number 13. We got a top group of star. How many stars we got? Kyle Petty's a star going after Bill. Takes a 6 to get him. 3-2, nope. Bobby Hamilton. A 2-2, nope. Davey Allison's got 2 chances at him. A 4-5, couldn't quite get it by him. Gets another shot though. Did he loosen him up? He sure did. A 4-6. Davey retakes the lead. Here in turn number 13. And little Mikey's trying to get their lead here from Davey. And a 2-1 ain't happening. Turn number 14. We got a bottom group of problem. Who has the problem? And the problem will be Mr. Dave Marcus has the problem. 16, that's not good. Cut tire under, causes damage underneath the car. So let's see here. Are we still in the beginning of it? Yep, it'll take snake eyes for Dave to stay in the race. He doesn't get it. The 71 car will finish 35th. He will finish 35th. Leave everybody up here. Gives us 34 cars still running. Davey Allison in the lead. Mark Martin second. Michael Waltrip third. Gant fourth. Elliott fifth. Hamilton sixth. Kyle Petty seventh. Kowicki eighth. Shepard ninth. And rounding out the top 10 is Rusty Wallace. Turn number 15. And we got a middle group of smart and a problem. Smart and a problem. Who's smart back here? Dale Jarrett smart. Not with a 6, he's not smart enough. Texas Terry Labonte smart. With a 5. No, he needed a 4. How about Mr. Ted Musgrave? Is he smart enough to get out of this middle group? A 1-6-6, he sure is. Gets Kyle Petty, goes from 13th up to 7th. Nice job by Ted. He finished in the top 10 at the last race. Brett Bodine trying to get that Ford back up front with a 5. Needed a 4. Dale Earnhardt, first we talked about him today. Well, second time, I guess. A 5. 3-5. He gets handsome Harry Gant. Goes from 11th up to 4th. Rusty Wallace is smart. With a 3-2-4, he gets Mikey. Goes up to 3rd. Can Morgan Shepherd get that Woods Brothers Ford up there? A 1-4-5. Think he's going to get Awesome Bill from Dawsonville. Sure does. Goes from 9th up to 5th. And Alan Kowicki's smart. With a 3-6-6, he gets 7th away from Ted Musgrave. Like I say, we had that problem. Who has the problem here? The problem's going to be Mr. Jimmy Smut Means with a problem. 13, that's not good. Multiple problems. He's unable to finish the race. The 52 car will finish 34th. Not a good J for Jimmy. Gives us 33 cars running here at Darlington. Okay. Move on to turn 16. Getting close to the second pit stop. It'll be a top group of control. Who's got control? Allen's got control. It'll take a 6 though to get Davey. 4-3-2 not happening. Earnhardt trying for the lead. 5-3 ain't happening. And Mark Martin with a chip and control. With a 2-4, he'll need to use his chip, but he gets that Valvoline Ford up front. Here on turn number 16. Now we go to our second pit stop of the race. Mark Martin in front, Allison second, Rusty third, Earnhardt fourth, Shepard fifth, Hamilton sixth, Quickie seventh, Musgrave eighth, Elliott ninth, and Michael Waltrip 10th. And it'll be TV drivers. And Davey has a pit violation. He'll go back to the back. And so does Ted Musgrave and Bill Elliott. Not good. Not good at all with pit violations. Everybody else moves up. Oh, one more moves up. Darn it. Okay, here, let's see if these TV drivers can get some chips. First up will be our leader, Mark Martin. He needs a 9. He gets it. Next up is Alan Kulwicki. He needs a 10. He gets it. And Ernie Irvin needs an 8. And he gets it. So all 3 of the TV drivers got a chip. Alrighty, see if anybody can beat Mark out of the pits here. Or did Jack do a good job getting him out? Shepard is going after him, but Mark uses his chip to hold him off. We go to turn number 18. And we got a middle group of Smart in the middle group. How many people are Smart back here? Rick Master's Smart. See what Rick can do. 5's not going nowhere. Next up is Dale Jarrett Smart. Not with a 6, he's not. How about Texas Terry Labonte? He's smart enough to get out of this middle group. With a 5, he's not. Kyle Petty's double Smart could get the lead here. A 1-4-3. And Morgan Shepard holds him off. He's got another shot here. 4-3-5. He gets Earnhardt and goes from 11th up to 4th. You got Mr. Bodine. He's smart. Brett Bodine with a 2-4-2. Morgan holds him off. Handsome Harry Gantz smart with a 2-5-4. He gets 6th place from Bobby Hamilton. Ernie Irvin's double smart and a chip. 264. He gets Michael, and he's got a shot at the lead with this chip. He's going to probably get that 4 Kodak Films car up front here with this chip. Takes a 5 or 6 to get him without the chip. And triple sixes. Ernie Irvin has a problem. Ain't that a shame? He's been snake bitten this year. He's got a tight and a turn. He drops to the front of the bottom group. Sorry, drops back to 33rd. Ernie Irvin. Darn, looked like he was going to get the lead. See if Michael Waltrip can move up to the top group. Yes, he can. Let's see who moves up here to the middle group. First up is Ken Schrader. Can he get out of the bottom here? Yes, he can. Still got 33 cars running here at Darlington. Alrighty, as we go on to turn number 19. And we got another middle group. This time it's control. Who's got control? Rick Mast's got control. Now with the 6, he's not going nowhere. Chad Little's got control. He's not going anywhere with a 6. Hut Strickland. I think that's the first time we talked about Hut today. With a 4-1-3. And Allen holds him off and doesn't need to use his chip. DW trying to get back up in that top group since the beginning of the race with a 4-3-2. And Cal Petty will hold him off. See, Texas Terry Labonte's got the control. A 2-1-2. And Allen doesn't need to use his chip. Sterling Marlin, our pole sitter, can he get back up there with a 3-3-6? He sure can. He gets Cal Petty, goes from 11th up to 4th. Earnhardt's got control. A 1-2-2. And he gets Rusty Wallace, goes from 10th up to 3rd. Drops Rusty back to 10th. And last one with control is Mr. Brett Bodine in that Quaker State Ford. Oh, 151's not getting her done. Turn number 20. And we got a middle group of heat. First time we've had heat today. Ken Schrader's bringing the heat. 2-1-2. And Allen holds him off. Rick Mast, he's got the heat in that number 1. Not with a 5-1, he's not. How about Chad Little? Can he bring out number 9? Nope, not with the 6s, he can't. It's not running like a deer right now. DW's got heat. A 5-6-4. He gets a little brother. DW takes Mikey back to 13th, moves up to 7th. Cal Petty's got heat. 3-1-2. Allen holds him off. Rusty Wallace can try to get back up there. He's got 2 heat. Could get the lead. Not with the 6, he can't. And not with another 6, he can't. Last car with heat's Brett Bodine. And a 5. He needed a 4. We go to turn 21. Getting close to the halfway point here. We got a middle group of control. Bring in the control. Rick Mast. 3-5-1's not getting her done now. Mr. Excitement, Jimmy Spencer. With triples, he's got a problem. A 14, that's not good. Cut tire, drop to the end of the bottom group. At least he stays in the race. We'll be back to 33rd right now. Chad Little's got control. So you can get that John Deere up front with a 4. Not happening. Hut Strickland and Bobby Allison's 12 car. Not with a 6. He's not going nowhere. Little Mikey trying to get back up in the top group after DW took it away from him. Not with a 5. He's not. Here comes that 94 of Terry Labonte. A 4, 4, 3. And he gets Morgan Shepherd, goes from 12th up to 5th. Al Petty trying to get back up there in that mellow yellow Pontiac. A 2, 6, 2. DW holds him off. Brett Bodine, last one with control. A 4, 1, 2. Allen holds him off. We'll see who moves up here. First up is the King. Can Richard get out of that bottom group? Yes, he can. He moves up to 19th. Turn 22. We got a bottom group of Reflex. Who's got the Reflex back here? Mr. Excitement, who just had that tire problem, has got Reflex. Not going nowhere with a 6, though. Bill Elliott trying to get that Budweiser car out of 30th. A 4, 2, 4. And he gets Cal Petty, goes from 30th up to 11th. How about Davey Allison trying to get out of the rear with the gear? A 5. A 5, 4, 5. He goes up to 15th from 29th. Dick Trickle, first we mentioned poor Dick here. Can you get that Snickers up front? A 3, 6, 3. And he gets the King. He goes from 26th up to 19th. How about Jeffrey Bodine? First we talked about him since he got mixed up in that wreck. He's got 2 chances. He could get to the top group here. And that Bud Moore 15. A 1, 2, 6. And he gets Bill Elliott, goes from 25th up to 11th. And now he's got a shot at the lead here. I mean, the top group. Sure does. With a 3, 1, 3. And Allen holds him off without using the chip. Charlie Glossenbach, first we mentioned him, and Junie Donlevy scored with a 3, 4, 3. And Davey holds him off. How about Derek Cope? Can he get up there in that 10 car? A 3, 3, 5. He gets Michael. He gets up to 13th. Next up is Wally Dollenbach. Last one here with a 4. He's not going nowhere. On to turn 23. We got another bottom group. This time it's Control. Let's see what happens here with Control. Mr. Excitement again. A 1, 4, 1. Davey holds him off. Ted Musgrave trying to get out of the rear with a 3, 5, 3. And he gets Rick Mascos from 31st up to 17th. Kyle Petty trying to get out of this back group with a 1, 4, 3. And Davey holds him off. Greg Sachs, 41 car started up front, started 7th. Now he's back in the back. He can get back up there, not with a 6, he can't. Bill Elliott could get into the top group. He's got double control. A 5-2-1. And Jeffrey Bodine holds him off. Bill's got another shot here to get out of the bottom group, though, with a 1-1-2. And Brett Bodine, the Bodines hold old Bill off. The Bodines ain't letting him up there. Michael Waltrip trying to get out of the bottom group. With a 5. John McFadden, first we talked about him. A 3 ain't happening. And that's it for the bottom group. Turn 24. We got a middle group of skill in the middle group. First up is Ken Schrader. 2-5-1. He's not going nowhere. Chad Little's got skill. 2-5-4. And Harry Gann holds him off. Davey Allison, 2 chances, could get the lead here. With a 5-2-2. And Earnhardt holds him off. He's got another shot here, though, with a 1-5-3. And Harry Gann holds him off. Here comes Shepard. With a 4-1 ain't happening. Rusty Wallace. And Miller Genuine Draft, not with a 4-1. And last one's Bobby Hamilton. And a 5-1 not happening. Cross flags are out halfway through this race here at Darlington. Mark Martin's your leader. Alan Kowicki second. Earnhardt third. Marlin fourth. Bontley fifth. Gant sixth. Waltrip DW type seventh. Hamilton eighth. Brett Bodine ninth. And rounding out the top 10's Rusty Wallace. Turn 25. We got another bottom group. This time it's control. Control is Mr. Spencer's got the control with a 3-3-6. He'll get Derek Cope go from 33rd up to 13th. Nice job. Rick Mass trying to get out of here with a 2-6-1. And he, believe it or not, gets old Schrader. Yeah, Schrader does not have control or a break. So Rick Mass goes from 31st up to 18th. And now it's old Kyle Petty's turn with a 2-4-5. And he gets Davey Allison, goes from 30th up to 15th. Next one with control is Greg Sachs in the 41. With a 1-2-4. And he gets Jeffrey Bodine, goes from 27th to 11th. Here comes Bill, 2 chances again, could get into the top group. A 2-1-6. This time he gets Brett Bodine, gets up to 9th. And now he's got a shot at the top group. See if he can get in that top group again. A 3-4-5. And he sure will. He goes from 25th the whole way up to 5th here at the halfway point. Sure. Junior Johnson lit a fire under his ass. That's for sure. He's got both of his cars in the top 5 now. Little Mikey's trying to get out of the rear with the gear with a 3-3-5. And he gets Mr. Excitement. Goes from 22nd up to 13th. And last one with control is John McFadden with a 1-2-2. And he gets him. Goes from 21st up to 11th. Sachs doesn't stay up there long as we get to turn 26. Okay, here we go. Turn number 26. And it is a middle group of smart and a problem. First we'll do smart. Rick Mass is smart. He's not going nowhere with a 6. Ted Musgrave's smart. He's not going nowhere with 6s. Cal Petty's double smart. Could get the lead here. 1-1, he ain't going nowhere. Got another shot though. How about a 3-3-4? And he gets Sterling, goes from 15th up to 4th. Michael Waltrip smart. 1-5-2. Harry Gann holds him off. Morgan Shepherd. A 1-1-5. Allen's got to use his chip. Rusty Wallace is smart. Not with a 6, he's not. Texas Terry Labonte's smart. With a 4-5-5. He gets Harry Gant. Goes from 9th up to 6th. And now we see who has the problem here. And that's Michael Potter's got the problem. Let's see what kind of problem Mike's got. He's got an odd problem. 35. Driver error. He'll drop down to 33rd. As we go to the pits here on turn 27. Okay, here, pit stops we go. And it's going to be both groups, 1 and 2 switch spots. Grab some chips here. First up is Mark Martin. He needs a 9. Get a chip. He gets it. Earnhardt needs an 8. He'll get it. Alan Kowicki needs a 10. He'll get it. Cal Petty needs a 9. He barely gets it. Bill needs a 10. He gets it. Terry Labonte needs an 8. He gets it. And DW needs an 8. And he gets it. Let's grab some more chips here. Giving chips away like candy. Everybody got it in the top group. Let's see what happens back here. Rusty needs an 8. He doesn't get it with boxcars. John needs snake eyes. He doesn't get it. Hamilton needs a 6. He doesn't get it. Gant needs a 9. He gets it. Shepard needs a 7. He barely gets it. Mikey needs a 6. He gets it. Hutch Strickland needs a 6. Doesn't get it. Sterling needs an 8. He gets it. Little needs a 5. He gets it. Ted Musgrave needs a 6. He gets it. Let's see here. Rick Mass needs a 6. He gets it. And last one's Dick Trickle needs a 7. And he gets it. A lot of chips out there. A lot of chips. Matter of fact, only 1, 2, 3, 4 cars out of the top and middle didn't get chips. 15 cars with chips. Will be some moving this time. Sure, that's for sure. Alrighty, let's see if anybody can beat Mark out of the pits here. Matter of fact, Mark gets another chip. He's led from turn 16, so he's got 2 chips. Here we go. 5, 5. So Terry doesn't get a shot at him. So we move on to turn number 28 rather. Turn 28 is a middle group of skill. Who's got the skill back here? Bobby Hamilton's got skill. 4-1, he's not going nowhere. Rusty Wallace has got skill. 4, 3, 5. And Kyle Petty's got to use his chip. And Chad Little's got skill and a chip. 2, 1, 6. He gets Earnhardt. They'll burn their chips here. Next up is Sterling Marlin with the chip. 2, 5, 1. They'll burn their chips. Terry will hold him off. Next up is Morgan Shepherd. 4, 4, 1. They'll burn their chips. No, Elliott will hold him off. And last one is Handsome Harry Gant. And a 5, 4, 1. He gets Bill with his chip, since Bill already burnt his up. And we go to turn 29. We got a middle group of Smart and 2 problems. 2 problems here. Smart, and then we'll have 2 problems. First up is Rusty Wallace. 5, 4, 2. And Harry holds him off. Got Rick Mass back here with a chip. 3, 2, 6. And he'll get Alan Kowicki, and they'll burn their chips. Ted Musgrave with a chip. 6, 6, 4. They'll burn their chips. DW will hold him off. And you got Earnhardt Smart with a 5, 1, 1. He ain't going nowhere. You got Mikey with a chip. And a 3, 6, 4. And he gets Big Brother without using a chip. How about that? Morgan Shepherd here. He's smart. A 4, 1, 1 is not going nowhere. And last one's Bill Elliott. And a 5, 4, 2. Harry holds him off. And we got 2 problems here. First problem is John McFadden with a problem and blows up the 53 car up in the top 20. Will finish 33rd. That's a darn shame for McFadden. Whoa. McFadden finishes 33rd. See who moves up, and we'll see who has the next problem. And Wally moves up in that 16 Keystone Ford. Okay, now who has the next problem? And that'll be poor Mike Potter again. What kind of problems he got? 22. He has a brake problem, and we're in the middle part of the race, so he will not be able to repair that 77 Buick. So Potter's out of the race. So we only got 31 cars running as we get to turn number 30. 200 miles to go here at the Lady in Black. And we got a top group of skill. Who's got the skill? First up is Harry Gant. Takes a 5 or 6 to get Mark. Mark's got 2 chips. He'll have to burn one of them to hold off Harry. Next is Cal Petty. Say it takes a 5 to get him. And again, he'll have to burn his last chip up to hold off Cal Petty. That opens the door here for Chad Little. And Chad Little's got a problem. Triple ones. 32. He loosened the turn. He'll drop to the back of the field. Goes from second back to 31st. Can Bill get back up here in the top group? Yes, he can. See, he gets up into the middle group here. Okay, first up is Greg Sachs. He gets up there and goes to 19th. After 300 miles here, Mark Martin's in the lead. Rick Mast, second. Good race for Rick so far. Cal Petty, third. Gant, fourth. Labonte, fifth. Michael Waltrip, sixth. Elliott, seventh. Shepard, eighth. DW, ninth. And Sterling Marlin, 10th. As we go to turn 31 of the 50-turn race, we got a bottom group of smart and a problem in the bottom. So let's see how many of them smart back here. Derek Cope is smart. Not with a 6. He's not smart enough. Ernie Irvin trying to get out of the rear with the gear. He's double smart. Could get into the top group with a 3-2-2. And Allen holds him off, but he's got another shot here. And not with a 6, he's not. Dale Jarrett, is he smart enough to get out of the rear with the gear? With a 1-5-1, I doubt it. Let's look here. And how about that? He does get Hut. Hut doesn't have a brake and he isn't smart. Jarrett does get up to 17th. Did not see that coming. Brett Bodine trying to get that Kenny Bernstein Ford up there with a 4-5-6. And Dick Trickle has to use his chip to hold him off. James Hilton, can he get out of there with a 2-6-4? And he does. He goes from 22nd up to 18th. Good job by James. in that Pontiac. And that's it for turn 31. On to turn 32. And we got another bottom group. This time it's heat. Who's bringing the heat? Chad Little's bringing the heat with a 153. And he gets Dale Jarrett, goes from 31st up to 17th. Ernie Irving with a shot to get out of here again with a 452. And this time he does. He goes from 29th up to 16th, knocks Bobby Hamilton back. Ken Schrader's trying to get out of Dodge here. Not with, well, he might. 534. He might get her done. And he does. Goes from 28th up to 13th, knocks Alan Kowicki back. How about that? Jeffrey Bodine trying to get Bud Moore up there with a 353. And he gets Chad Little and goes from 25th up to 17th. They're moving fast up through the back here. The King, can the King try to finish well here at Darlington? This is his last year. He's announcing his retirement here in 92. He gets a 254. And he gets Ernie Irving, goes from 24th up to 16th. Good job by the King. Brett Bodine. See if he can get up out of this middle back group with a 164. And he gets Greg Sachs. Him and his brothers are running like neck to neck here. Next up is Wally Dallenbach Jr. That Keystone Ford with a 4.2. So he needed a 3. He ain't going nowhere. How about Charlie and Junie Donlevy's Ford? Not with a 6, and that's it. Go to turn 33. We got a middle group here in turn 33. It'll be Reflex in the middle group. First up is Jeffrey Bodine's got 2 chances. Could get the lead. Not with a 6. He's not. Still has a shot to get to the top group, though. A 264. And Bill Elliott holds him off. How about the King? Can he get up in the top group? Get in that top 7. Not with a 3-1, he's not. Rusty Wallace here with Reflex. 1-3-3. And Harry Gann holds him off. Dick Trickle. Not with a 6, he's not. Kenny Schrader. Him and his Kodiak Bear. Can he get up there? A 264. And again, Bill holds him off. Coming after you, Bill. Here comes Earnhardt. A 346. He gets Texas. Terry Labonte goes from 11th up to 5th. DW, the last one here in the middle group that has Reflex. 356. Little brother uses his chip, holds off big brother. Doesn't let him by. Turn 35, last third of the race. Hey, how's it going, Philip? Oh, this is 1992. Big difference from the 70s, ain't it? Yeah, they've been able to keep the cars running in the 90s compared to the 70s. Here we go to turn number 35. Last third of the race. We got a middle group of control. Here they come. First up is Brett Bodine with a 5. Nope, he's only a 4. He ain't going nowhere. Here comes Big Brother. Brett couldn't do it. Ken Jeffrey with a 4.45. He gets Earnhardt and goes from 17th up to 5th. Dick Trickle in that Snickers number 8. 555. Dick Trickle's got a problem. Ain't that a shame? 52. What kind of problems poor Dick have? clutch problem unless he's an A or B pit crew. He's a C. So we -1 from repair. Last third of the race. Snake Eyes is the only thing that's going to keep Dick in the race. He gets it. How about that? They're able to fix that clutch. He'll drop back to 31st, but he's still in the race. He gets Snake Eyes. Darn good job by that Ray Bestis crew. That Snickers car gets back out there, man. Let's see here. Ted Musgrave's got control. Can he get up to the top group? With a 4-1-3. Nope, Rick Mass holds him off. Texas Terry Labonte. A 1-6-3, a 2-6-3 rather. Bill holds him off. Here comes Sterling Marlin in that Maxwell House Ford of Junior Johnson's with a 4-1-4. And he gets Rick Mass, goes from 10th up to 2nd. How about that? Both of those Junior Johnson cars is in the top group. Here comes DW, last one with control. Now Western Auto Parts car, not with a 6, he's not going nowhere. Turn 36. And we got a middle group of 10, that's TV. Oh, we got to move somebody up here. Forgot about that with old Dick Trickle having a problem. First up will be Mr. Excitement Spencer. He makes it up through there. So we'll still have 31 cars running. You got Mark Martin in the lead, Sterling Marlin second, Cal Petty third, Harry Gant fourth, Jeffrey Bodine fifth, Michael Waltrip sixth, Elliott seventh, Shepard eighth, DW ninth, and rounding out the top 10 is Rick Mass. And like I say, we will have a middle group of TV. That's only Ken Schrader. Can he get up to the top group with a 5? Sure can. 5-3-5. And he gets Harry Gant. Goes from 13th up to 4th. Now we got pit stops. Turn 37. Middle group. And Ted Musgrave and Harry Gant was caught for a pit violation. They'll be going to the back. Let's see who in the middle group can get chips. Okay, grab a few chips here. And here we go. First up is Shepard. Needs a 7. Doesn't get it. 6 for DW. He gets a chip. Kendrick and the crew does a good job. How about Rick Mass? He needs a 6. He barely gets it with doubles 3s. Terry Labonte needs an 8. He barely gets it. These guys are coming through here. Penske, can they get a... Yes, they can. They get an 8. The King needs a 5. And he gets it. The King. How about that? The Petty crew coming through. Richard Childress, can he come through? With an 8, he gets a chip. James Hilton needs Snake Eyes. He doesn't get it. Brett Bodine needs a 7. He gets it with Snake Eyes. James Hilton said he'd like to have that roll. Jimmy Spencer needs a 6. He gets it with double 3s. Charlie needs a 5. He doesn't get it. And Wally needs a 6. And he doesn't get it. So only 4 cars didn't get chips. Pretty good for the middle group. Let's see here. Can anybody beat Mr. Martin out of the pits? And Mikey beats him out of the pits. Let's wait 1 second here. Mark should have got a chip there on turn 36, so he'll burn his chip to hold him off, because he's led ever since turn 16. Mark Martin is dominating this race. Here we go to turn 38. Turn 38. And we got a bottom group of heat plus a problem. Who's got the heat? Harry Gant with that pit violation. He's got a heat. Can he get out of there? A 255. He gets Morgan Shepherd, goes from 31st up to 16th. Dick Trickle, he had a pit violation too. Can he get out of Dodge? Not with a 6. Chad Little's got heat. A 151. How about that? Chad's going to get James Hilton, go from 22nd up to 17th. And last car with heat is Ernie Irvin with a 431. And the King holds him off without using his chip. But we still got the problem here. And who has the problem? It's poor James Hilton. The 48 blows up. He'll finish 31st. James Hilton is out of the race. Leaves us with 30 cars still running here at Darlington. A little over 100 miles to go. Turn number 39. We got a top group of skill. Who's got the skill here? Bill Eight's got skill. Takes a 5 or a 6 to beat Martin. 4 or 5. Bill gets it done. Gets that Budweiser car back up front. Like I say, Mark Martin's led from turn 16 to turn 39. He has dominated this race, but Bill gets him out of there. Take a 6 to beat Bill. Ken Schrader's going after him. A 3-1, nope. Kyle Petty. 6-1, nope. Last one's his teammate, Sterling Marlin. And a 3-1, nope. Turn 40. That's a middle group of a rare problem and a regular problem. First, we'll do the rare problem. See what that is. The rare problem in the middle group. Track conditions deteriorate, so no more skill will be used. Mark that down. And now who has the regular problem? And it is 4 even. It's Brett Bodine has the problem. What kind of problem does poor Brett have? Cut tire causes a wreck and a caution. And a caution. So he causes a wreck. Everybody will move up. Caution comes out. See if he can get this car fixed after hitting the wall with that tire going down. -1 from his repair. We're in the last part of the race. That takes a 5 to get that Ford back out there. They don't. A Quaker State Ford will finish 30th. Bodine was running pretty decent all day. Not great, but decent. Okay. And there's no more skill. And that takes us to turn 42 with that caution, with Bill leading the way. Sterling Marlin second. Both Junior Johnson's cars is up there where they started, except flip-flop. Marlin was on the pole and Bill was second. Kyle Petty third. Schrader fourth. Jeffrey Bodine's fifth. Michael Waltrip sixth. Martin seventh. DW, Darrell Waltrip 8th, Rick Max 9th, and Texas Terry Labonte 10th. Here we go, turn 42. We got another, this time it's the top group with a rare problem and a problem. We'll do the rare problem first in the top group. And it's a 65 again. We've already done that. There is no skill to lose. Now, who has the problem in the top group? And it is poor Ken Schrader's got the problem. A 36 has a vibration. He drops down to 20th. At least he stays in the race. See if DW can get to the top group here. Yes, he does with his chip. DW looking pretty good with that chip. Can that Western Auto pull off the win here at Darlington? DW's been laying back, hasn't been up front much today. Is he playing a Silver Fox David Pearson trick at Darlington? Him and David was friends. He might have learned from the Silver Fox. Ernie Irvan, can he get out of that bottom group? Yes, he can. We move on to turn 43. And we got a middle group of heat and a problem. Problems. The lady in black is just biting them in the butt right now. Ernie Irvan with heat. Just got up there. Ain't going nowhere with a 6. Wally Dolan back in that Jack Rouse 16. He's not going nowhere with a 6. How about Charlie in that Junie Donlevy Ford? A 2, 2, 4. And he gets Galpetti. He goes from 16th up to 3rd. Nice to see Junior Donlevy's Ford up there. Chad Little and Jack Roush is number 9. 215. And he's going to get Sterling Marlin and go from 15th up to 2nd. How about this? These guys are flying with this heat. Harry Gant, the handsome one, with a 433. And he gets Jeffrey Bodine, goes from 14th up to 4th. Darn. Here comes the King with a chip. What can the King do? A 255. And he gets Mark Martin without using this chip. Damn, you got DW and the King with chips up here. Looking good. Rusty Wallace has heat and a chip. See what he can do. He could possibly get the lead here. A 515. He gets 2nd from Chad Little. And now he's got the chip to go after Bill. Looks like he's going to get the lead here. Rusty Wallace coming out of nowhere. 4-6. He gets him without using his chip. Rusty Wallace takes over the lead here on turn 43. Damn. That 2 car is flying. Miller Genuine Draft goes from 10th up to the lead here. And the last car with heat and a chip is Rick Mass. A 614. He's going to have to use his chip to get Bill. But he knocks Bill, who was leading this race, back to 8th. Crazy lap for Bill Elliott. Turn 44 here. We got a dual 8, 6 cars in the middle. Ernie Irvan and Greg Sachs. Ernie Irvan will go after Bill. And he gets him. Now Bill needs to roll a 10, not to wreck. And he doesn't. Bill Elliott has been wrecked by Ernie Irvan. A turn ago, Bill Elliott was in the freaking lead. And now Ernie Irvan has just wrecked him. Oh, man. Swerving Irvan's up to his old tricks here. Okay, we're in the last part of the race. Takes a 6 for Bill to stay in this race. And he doesn't. Bill Elliott will finish 29th due to Ernie Irvan wrecking him. Not a good race for Awesome Bill from Dawsonville. After getting the lead, goes from the lead to 29th. Awesome Bill is pissed off at Ernie Irvin. Sure, Ernie Irvin just took him out here at Darlington, put him up against a wall coming out of turn 4. On to turn number 46. Crazy, man. We got a top group of control. DW with the chip, going after Rusty. And only takes a 3, 4, 5, or 6 to get Rusty. A 5, 6. He gets him without using his chip. DW. So Rusty will burn his chip and make Walter burn his to get the lead here on turn number 46. DW's first lead of the race. The King doesn't have control. Little Mikey, his brother, does. Can he get the lead from the big brother? Takes a 5 or 6 to get him. 1, 2 ain't happening. Handsome Harry Gant. 1, 2 ain't happening. And last one's Rick Mass. A 2, 2 ain't happening. We go to the pit stops here. The money stop, the last stop of the race. We got a top group 4 and 5 switch. Let's see how many of them in this top group can get some chips. Here we go. First up is DW, needs an 8. He gets it. Rick Mass needs a 6. Doesn't get it. Charlie needs a 5. He gets it. Junior Donlevy coming through. Harry Gant needs a 9. He gets it. The King needs a 5 to get 2 chips. He gets it. Man, that Petty crew doing a hell of a job today. Michael Waltrip needs a 6. He gets it. And Rusty needs an 8. And he gets it. The only one that didn't get a chip is Rick Mass. Here we go. Can anybody beat DW out of the pits? 4, 6. No. Mikey can't do it. We go to turn number 48. 3 turns to go. We got a middle group of Reflex in the middle group. First up is Ken Schrader. A 1, 2, 4. And Harry holds him off without using a chip. Wally Dollenbach coming after him. A 5, 3 ain't happening. Jeffrey Bodine could get the lead here. He's got 2 reflexes. A 3, 3, 6. Picks on the King. The King uses one of his chips and holds him off. A 2, 2, 6. Harry Gant has to use his chip to hold him off. Jeffrey Bodine can't get her done. We got Mr. Excitement. He's got a chip. A 6, 1, 6. They'll use their chips, so Charlie loses his and holds him off. Earnhardt has a chip and reflex. He has a problem. Rolls triple twos. What kind of problem is? He's got an odd problem. A 52. He has a power steering problem. And it'll take a 3 for him to stay in the race. And no, Earnhardt will finish 28th with that power steering problem, unable to fix it. Mark Martin trying to get up in the top group. 2, 4, 4. And Michael uses his chip to hold him off. Here comes Terry Labonte with the chip. A 3-5-4. And Rusty uses his chip to hold him off, and Terry will use his chip to get it. Terry moves up into the top 6. And that is it for turn number 48. Turn 49, we'll see who moves up here to the middle group. First up is Hutch Strickland. He moves up. Leaves us with 27 cars running here at Darlington. You got DW in the lead. Charlie Glossenbach second. Harry Gant third. Richard Petty fourth. Michael Waltrip fifth. Texas Terry Labonte sixth. Rick Mass seventh. Irvin eighth. Wallace ninth. And rounding out the top 10 is Chad Little. Here we go. Turn number 49. And it is a top group of skill. DW has 2 skills. Take a 6 to beat him. The only guy with skill up here is Harry Gant. Can he get him a 2-5? No, he doesn't. White flag is out here at Darlington. Last lap, last turn. Can DW hold on to win this race? It will be a top group of Smart, and we'll have a problem at the end of the turn. So first up is Smart, and it takes a 4, 5, or 6 to beat DW. A 4, 5. Rick's a 3, so he doesn't get it done. Next up is Texas Terry Labonte. A 4, 5. He gets it done. DW uses his chip, though. Little brother's coming after him. A 3, 6. How about that? Little brother gets the lead from big brother. Michael Waltrip gets the lead here on turn 50. The King has that chip, but he isn't smart. Here comes handsome Harry Gant. Takes a 4, 5, or 6 to beat Michael. This is the last guy. Charlie doesn't have the smart quality. 4, 5, or 6, and Harry Gant wins a 4-2, and Mikey holds him off. Let's see who has the problem now. Just hold on. The leader could have the problem. And he does. Oh, man. It is double 3s. Michael Waltrip has the problem. A 44. He has an oil problem. He will finish. He's out of the race. Michael Waltrip got the lead on the last turn and has an oil problem, and the engine blows up. And little Mikey went from winning this race to finishing 27th. Unbelievable. Now we got to see who's going to win this race. Can Mr. Charlie Glossenbach pull up the upset here and win this race? Yes, he does. Charlie gets the lead and will win the Darlington TRANSOUTH 500. And Ernie Irvin move up here to the top group. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Okay, can Davey Allison move up here? Yes, Davey moves up. So your winner, after Michael Waltrip gets the lead from his big brother, and then he has an oil problem and blows up, is the 90 car of Charlie Glossenbach. Junior Don Levy is back in the winner's circle. Ain't that something in that Ford? Awesome race by Charlie. Finishing second is handsome Harry Gant. And the King in the top 10, King Richard, and his farewell tour finishes third. How about that? Awesome to see the King up there. Finishing fourth is DW. in that 17 car. Finishing 5th in that 94 is Terry Labonte. Rick Mass in the 1 car finishes 6th. And Ernie Irvin, who was up to his old tricks, wrecked Bill Elliott. Bill Elliott's going over and having a talk with him, asking him what his problem was. We'll keep an eye on that. I doubt if there'll be a fight, but we'll keep an eye. Like I say, they're having a big discussion there. Chad Little finishes 9th in the 9 car. Rounding out the top 10 is Mark Martin in that 6 car. Finishing 11th as Mr. Excitement, Jimmy Spencer. Jeff Bodine in that 15 car. He finishes 12th. Sterling Marlin, our pole sitter, finishes 13th. Finishing 14th in the 42 is Kyle Petty. Finishing 15th in the 16 car is Dallenbach. Greg Saxon, the 41, finishes 16th. Kenny Schrader in that 25 car finishes 17th. Finishing 18th in the 12 car is Hut Strickland. 28 of Davey Allison finishes 19th. Finishing 20th in that 7 car is Kowicki. Finishing in the 21st is the 68 of Hamilton. Finishing 22nd is Derek Cope in the 10. Finishing 23rd in the 18 is Jarrett. Finishing 24th in the 8 car is Dick Trickle. Finishing 25th in the 55, Ted Musgrave. And last car still running after poor Michael Walter blew up on that final turn is the 21 of Morgan Shepherd. Hope you all enjoyed the race here. I want to thank Philip Reynolds and Paul Govier for stopping in here at Darlington. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell for reminders. On your way out, hit that like button and leave any comments. Until next time, y'all take care and have a great evening.